From St. Mary's, Ontario, Canada, welcome to the Front Porch Christmas Show.
Hello, hello.
Ho, ho, ho.
We're set to go.
Ho, ho, ho.
Hello, hello. We're set to go on with the Front Porch Show. It's Dynamo.
Ho, ho, ho.
Magnifico.
Ho, ho, ho.
Dynamo, Magnifico on with the Front Porch Show. We'll share a laugh or two. Big smiles for me and you. Hello, hello.
Ho, ho, ho.
We're set to go.
Ho, ho, ho.
Hello, hello, we're set to go on with the Front Porch Show.
Merry Christmas.
Well, welcome everyone to the Front Porch Christmas Eve show. Now, excuse me. Yes, come in, whoever it is. Well, look who's here.
Hey, Frank, Merry Christmas.
Don Van Galen and John Stevens. Merry Christmas to you guys.
Yeah.
Christmas, Frank.
What a beautiful surprise.
Yeah. Well, we've got a great show coming up for you. Don, can you tell us a bit about it?
Well, I could, John, but I really wouldn't want to let the cat out of the bag. But let me tell you, it's going to be a great Christmas Eve show at the Front Porch Show.
Well, you know something? I just can't wait to see this because we love surprises, especially on Christmas Eve. So, on with the show.
Yes, let's go.
Woo!
Every Who down in St. Mary's liked Christmas a lot, but the Grinch who lived north of St. Mary's did not. The Grinch hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be, perhaps, that his shoes were too tight. It could be that his head wasn't screwed on just right. But I think that the most likely reason of all must have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small.
Hey, who are you?
Who are you, and what is that G on your hat?
I'm the Grinch, and the G stands for Grinch.
I am Dr. Craigmile, representing the St. Mary's Healthcare Foundation. We at the Foundation are a dedicated and dynamic group of volunteers who sit on our board of directors, committed to the health and well-being of our community. We raise and provide funds for a variety of equipment, infrastructure, and upgrades to support the St. Mary's Memorial Hospital and the Tradition Mutual Center for Wellness, where our doctors are located. We also provide and support community-based health initiatives. Recently, we have launched our $5 million campaign entitled Here for You Today, Rebuilding for Tomorrow. Our goal is to raise $5 million to rebuild every patient room within the hospital. Our community has always been there to support us. I can indeed confirm that the heart is 2 sizes too small.
But whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood there on Christmas Eve hating the Who's, staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown at the warm, lighted windows below in their small town. For he knew every Who down in St. Mary's beneath was busy now hanging a holly Who wreath. And they're hanging their stockings, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas. It's practically here. Then he growled with his Grinch fingers nervously drumming, I must find some way to keep Christmas from coming. For tomorrow I know all the Who girls and boys will wake bright and early. They'll rush for their toys. Other places in the world might have sugar plum fairies, but as long as I'm here, they won't come to St. Mary's.
Hey, who are you?
Well, who are you and what's that G on your hat?
I'm the Grinch, and the G stands for Grinch.
I'm Angela Patterson, owner of Zenfire Pottery.
Why are you smiling so much?
Well, because we just participated in Giving Tuesday.
Giving Tuesday? What is that?
Well, it's an initiative where all businesses in town donated to different organizations and charities.
Well, I'll have none of that.
Oh, well, I have an extra heart for you then. Grow your heart.
Ah, I've got to stop this.
What a Grinch.
What a Grinch.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel.
And then all the noise, noise. There's one thing I hate, all the noise. So the Grinch screwed up his face and thought what he should do. So he walked up to the man and asked him, "Stop the noise. Who are you?"
"These are my friends, Bob, Joan, and myself, Tom."
"Well, that's quite a hat. What's the G for?"
The G stands for Grinch. Can you stop that noise?
"You look so unhappy. Let us play a song for you." In a place where midnight skies were clear, so long ago, so far, the little towns would lay so still beneath the silent stars. A world so different from our own, where the Son of God was born, the light and life of every soul, wherever we are. If we seek the light, when peace is hard to find, He'll send the silent night and touch our ears so we can hear an angel voice. And in the darkest times, He will lift our eyes to see the star still shines. Now the lights we hang obscure the sky, the clamor stills the song. We miss the calm and quiet nights, filled with wondering awe. And all the while the risen Lord freely gives us so much more. Peace on earth we're looking for has been here all along. If we seek the light and peace is hard to find, He'll send the silent night and touch our ears so we can hear an angel voice. And in the darkest times, He will lift our eyes to see the star still shines. He will lift our eyes to see the star still shines.
I don't like noise.
What a Grinch!
What a
Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole.
And they'll shriek, squeaks, and squeals, racing round on their wheels. They'll dance with jingle tinglers tied onto their heels. They'll blow their flu-fluvers. They'll bang their tartukas. They'll blow their woo-hoppers. They'll bang their gardukas. Oh, what a racket with tennis and badminton. As far as pickleball, they've only just begun. And then they'll make ear-splitting noises galooks. And when they get tired, they'll sit down with their books.
And what are you doing?
Well, what does it look like I'm doing? Fixing a flat tire? I'm reading a book. But this just isn't any old book.
It's not any old book?
No. This is a book from the Dolly Parton Imagination Library.
Who is Dolly Parton? And what is this Imagination Library?
This is Dolly Parton. The Imagination Library is a book gifting program that we've started in St. Mary's for children up to the age of 5. All children can register on St. Mary's imaginationlibrary.com and start receiving books within about 6 to 8 weeks.
Here, give me that book.
You can't have this book. You are far more than 5 years old, even though you're behaving like you're 2.
Curses!
What a Grinch!
What a Grinch!
You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks and your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch. The 3 words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk.
Then the Who's, young and old, will sit down to a feast, and they'll feast, and they'll feast, and they'll feast! Feast, feast, feast!
Hey, who are you and what do you have there?
Well, I'm Chef Chris Campbell, and this is one of my 12 trays of Christmas.
And what, do tell, are the 12 trays of Christmas?
So each year at this time of year, I like to bring free lunches to local businesses in town, 12 of them to be exact. And this year on the 12th tray, we're actually doing a feast for our first responders.
Well, that's one less tray you'll have to give away.
What a Grinch!
What a Grinch!
You're rotten, Mr. Grinch. You're the king of sinful sots. Your heart's a dead tomato splotched with purple moldy spots, Mr. Grinch. Your soul is an appalling dump heap, overflowing with the most disgraceful assortment of rubbish imaginable, mangled up in tangled up knots.
They'll feast on Who pudding and rare Who roast beast. Raw roast beast is a feast I can't stand in the least. And then they'll do something I hate most of all. Every Who down in St. Mary's, the tall and the small, they'll stand close together with Christmas bells ringing. They'll stand hand in hand, and those Who's will start singing.
Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you? Why have you gone away? Where is the laughter you used to bring me? Why can't I hear music play? My world is changing. I'm rearranging. Does that mean Christmas changes too? Where are you, Christmas? Do you remember the one you used to know? I'm not the same one. See what the time's done. Is that why you have let me go? Oh, Christmas is here everywhere. Oh, Christmas is here if you care. Oh, if there is love in your heart and your mind, you will feel like Christmas all the time. I feel you, Christmas. I know I found you. You never fade away. Oh, the joy of Christmas stays here inside us, fills each and every heart with love. Where are you, Christmas? Fill your heart with love. Merry Christmas, everybody.
And they'll sing, and they'll sing, and they'd sing, 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 sing. And the more the Grinch thought of the Who Christmas Sing, the more the Grinch thought, I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop Christmas from coming. But how? I know just what to do. The Grinch laughed in his throat. I'll make a quick Santa Claus hat and coat. And he chuckled and clucked. What a great Grinchy trick! With this coat and this hat, I'll look just like Saint Nick. All I need is a reindeer. The Grinch looked around. But since reindeer is scarce, there was none to be found. Did that stop the Grinch? Ha! The Grinch simply said, if I can't find a reindeer, I'll just make one instead. So he took his dog Max, and he took some black thread, and he tied some antlers on top of his head. Then he loaded some bags and some empty old sacks, and took off for St. Mary's, and whistled for Max. Then the Grinch said, giddy up, and they both started down towards the homes where the Who's lay a snooze in their town.
Hey, where are you going so fast?
Get out of the way! I'm Santa and I'm going to St. Mary's.
St. Mary's? I'm with the United Way in St. Mary's. We do all kinds of work there.
Really? I'm finding there are a lot of people in St. Mary's who do good things. What do you do?
At the United Way, we do all kinds of things to battle food insecurity, homelessness, and many other issues that kind of fall between the cracks within the community. As a matter of fact, in February, we're running the coldest night of the year for the second time, and it's such a fun event. It's outdoors, and people get together and they go for long walks. As a matter of fact, because it's outdoors, COVID protocols are easy to take care of. So I look forward to seeing everyone. Even you, Grinch, you should come and see us there.
Bah, humbug. I haven't time for you.
Bah humbug! I think you've got the wrong story. That's Christmas Carol. What a Grinch!
What a Grinch!
You nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with a nauseous super nosh. You're a crooked, dirty jockey, and you drive a crooked hoss, Mr. Grinch. You're a three-decker sauerkraut and toadstool sandwich with arsenic sauce.
It was quarter of dawn, all the Who still abed, all the Who still a snooze when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with their presents, their ribbons, their wrappings, their snoof and their fuzzies, their tringlers and trappings. 10,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it. Pooh-pooh to the Who's, he was grinchily humming. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. Then the Who's down in St. Mary's will all cry, boo-hoo-hoo. That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear.
I am so frustrated with the people of St. Mary's. They keep giving. I'm going to get to the root of the issue. I'm going to the giving tree and cut it down. Who are you, and what are you doing here at the giving tree?
I'm Lily, and I'm here to put my special Christmas ornament on the giving tree. Can you help me?
Why should I help you?
Please, it's really tall and I'm too short.
Stop the noise. I'll do it. What's happening? My body is all tingling. I can't explain it. I suddenly feel so happy. Oh, this tree is so wonderful.
Thank you so much. It's beautiful.
He paused, and the Grinch put a hand to his ear. And he did hear a sound rising over the snow. It started in low, then it started to grow. But the sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded glad.
1, 2, 3, 4. Something happens every year. You can feel it in the air. Christmas time is very near. You can see it everywhere. Stores get out with decorations, and everything looks neat. Last week we had a celebration. Santa came down our main street. It's time to be glad all over. It's time to be fun and cheer. It's time to be extra good right now, 'cause Christmas time is here. Go out and get our Christmas tree. Drag it home through the snow. Each year it's fun to see. The ties light up when the little lights go. Now we need space to fill it out. And shiny paper and gold. But don't take too long to wrap. It's good to bargain in that snow. morning finally comes. Our whole family gathers round. We share a box of chocolate scrum. My aunt and uncle make very sound. And now we get to open our presents. We always laugh and sing. We read the cards and love and sense. I love the warmth that Christmas brings. It's time to be loud all over. It's time to be full of good cheer. It's time to be extra good right now, 'cause Christmas time is here. Christmas time is here.
Every who down in St. Mary's, the tall and the small, were singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came. Somehow or other, it came, just the same. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons. It came without tags. It came without packages, boxes, or bags. He puzzled and puzzled till his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in St. Mary's they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Dr. Craigmile here again. I can indeed confirm that the Grinch's heart has grown 3 times.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Exclusive to the St. Mary's Independent. The Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes today. Christmas is saved!
Order! I have called this special meeting of council to share with the town that Christmas in St. Mary's will continue unimpeded for the foreseeable future, thanks in no small part to the efforts of our citizens to spread love, look after one another, and live in gratitude. There is no denying that we, the people of St. Mary's, are strong as stone. To that end, we shall pass this proclamation on this eve, the 24th of December. So it shall be that only through goodwill and understanding the citizens of St. Mary's will combat misunderstanding. So too shall our enemies become friends. And lastly, that every Grinch from here to eternity within our borders shall be met with compassion and welcome into our homes and hearts. All in favor? Aye. Aye. So shall it be.
Ben Miller, Worldwide News. What do you think about the Grinch's attempt to destroy Christmas?
I think the Grinch made a valiant effort, but he will never, ever undo what our history is all about in St. Mary's, of looking after all the children Christmas morning.
Councillor Luna, Mark Levin, OK UK Network. The Grinch's heart tripled in size. What happened?
Well, as a member of the Board of Health of Huron and Perth, I know that when the Grinch went to get vaccinated, they put extra little heartwarming stuff in his vaccine to make him a heartwarming, lovable person. So I think he settled into St. Mary's and he loves it here because we're strong as stone.
Fern Pridham, Jamie Siegel, Big Sky News. What is the future of the Grinch in St. Mary's?
Oh, well, the Grinch has got a home here, absolutely. We are such an inclusive community, and we would welcome the Grinch with open arms, and possibly he could get a job in garbage collection for our town.
And then the true meaning of Christmas came through, and the Grinch found the strength of 10 Grinches, plus 2. And now that his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light. With a smile to his soul, he descended Mount Crumpet, cheerily blowing "Who's Who" on the trumpet. He rode into St. Mary's. He brought back their toys. He brought back their fluff to the Who girls and boys. He brought back their snuff and their tringlers and fuzzles. Brought back their pandukas, their dafflers and wuzzles. He brought everything back, all the food for the feast. And he himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast. And one lesson that was learned by the Grinch about living is that to enjoy life the most, you've got to be giving. Why he chose St. Mary's, I haven't a clue. They do give a lot. It's just something they do. He was sure to fail here and fall flat on his face. In the whole wide world, this is a remarkable place. So we end this tale and say with good cheer, Merry Christmas to all and a Happy New Year.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the show. From all of us
at the Front Porch Show,
we want to wish everyone around the world a very
Merry Christmas.
Stars are shining up above. Greatest gifts, the gift of love. Church bells ring, the choir sings of Christmas and of peace. So let St. Mary's voice be heard for what it is, for what it's worth. Like all of us, the world must learn that we're all family. Come on, boys. Home, St. Mary, St. Mary, home to me, home, St. Mary.
Okay, Santa, so on behalf of everybody here at the Front Porch Show on Christmas Eve, I want to wish you, and we want to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas in a very special way. We know you like to give gifts to everyone, but here, this is a gift of, well, you open it up. It was homemade by my wife, Gail Victoria, and here's a little milk to go with it. Now, is there a little hint on what do you think it might be with the milk, Santa?
Well, I think it might be cookies.
Well, let's open it up and find out.
They seem to go well together, cookies and milk.
They do. Well, this is on behalf of the Front Porch Show cast and crew. And lo and behold, Santa was right. Milk and cookies.
Look at there, look at there.
Merry Christmas, Santa, from all of us here in St. Mary's and the Front Porch Show.
Well, Merry Christmas to you too, Frank, and I just want to wish all of St. Mary's a Merry, Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Santa.
St. Mary's Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas!